Hello everyone, this is East Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So this is going to probably be potato quality video, but I decided to do a post commentary of this because at the time of recording, I couldn't commentate live. So super simple team here, and I really feel like. I had some other options, but I didn't have many. I'll just put it that way. So I decided to go for the meme. I knew it wasn't going to work, but this is the best thing I could pull off using this team for turn 1 at least. So the plan is simply to take out Ostius Pulse, and that's pretty much it. It's the only thing I have going for me. And the problem here is the math just doesn't work out. I already calced it out and stuff, so there's chill attack and such. So Nino misses the kill by Grima by 1, which is a huge problem for sure. Sonya, of course, getting bopped, but here's this part I already knew it wasn't going to go well. So we Vantage proc Ira's Regnal Astra, and of course, because she got buffed by Legendary Azura, she had enough res to tank the hit after chill attack as well. Nino is just debuffed too much. Not much I could do. I just didn't want to give them their specials. I probably had alternatives for taking out this team, but that's so be it. That's how it ended up. But this is one of the instances where having your dancer equip no weapon is actually useful in Aether Raid's defense, because in this case, it allowed them to not get their Azura baited. Some people, when they have their weaponless dancers, their dancers are just placed in a location where it just straight up does not matter if they have a weapon or not. So I'm like, you might as well equip the weapon if you're gonna do that. But slight misplays here on positioning and stuff. But I mean, it's not gonna affect the outcome of the match because it's just a weaponless Azura chill until she gets murdered. So that's this. So this match, of course, this match and the next one were the two matches I needed to get into tier 26 for the first time if I did both of them perfectly. So it was already screwed at this point, but this team, oh my gosh, I know the video quality is absolutely potato. The only reasoning for that is because I was using my video editor on my phone, and so it inconveniently, you can't clip stuff out, multiple sections of a video at once, so you have to keep re-rendering it for each cut. So obviously the quality goes super potato. I still have the raw footage, but I think I'll just upload this because this channel is not about the quality content. I just do it for the fun of it. So this team here is just, I spent way too much time looking at this team. So I just did a terrible cut there to time skip it. But you don't really need to see the rest of the builds. They're all pretty standard stuff. Just an infantry pulse team, and they're just out to murder. So here we have a setup that's pretty spicy with this Yoon, because of course there's the option of, oh, someone can initiate by taking out Yoon, but that means you're super far extended in, and your opponent's fellow enemies have their specials up, so it's not entirely free to do something like that. And of course there's debuffs and such to make it even more difficult to take out Yoon. And if you do decide to bait someone, which is what I end up doing because my team cannot do very little against this team. Once Nino drops, it's just over. I mean, straight up Sothis is already a terrible matchup against my team. So it just was not going to end well at all. But here, Rally Up Res combined with Aerobatics allows Yoon to have a lot more reach than folks might not expect her to, and she's also running ground orders and guidance, so lots of movement shenanigans. Of course, ground orders here not entirely doing too much with how their team's set up and because of guidance, but it's still quite solid. And as you might have seen, Carlo was just too fast for Nino to pick off turn 1. If I could have picked off Carlo turn 1, maybe I might have done it, but then Yoon would have attacked the Spectral Tome, debuffed me, and it just would not progress well from there. There was very little I could do against this team. So, not much to say for this match. Just a pretty solid team. It's not even maximum. They're all plus 10, max flowered, and everything. Like that's how ridiculous this is. So the potential is definitely there. And of course they're using Yoon and Sothis for the Dark Blessings. They get some extra buffs and such. So just a pretty ridiculous team. Super simple. Of course, someone who actually had a more competent tank would have an easier time than I would. Red is definitely a strong color against this team. You could definitely get away with blue to a degree, but I would not recommend it because of Julia, but you can definitely wall her with a blue for sure. It's just a matter of the fact she had sturdy impact, so there was just no way I couldn't even get the 3 shot on her, for example, because there just wasn't enough ways. There's just not enough attack base to 2-shot. I mean, okay, let me say that again. So the idea is that Nino, if she's max buffed, I believe she can, even through Divine Naga, she can 3-shot Julia. But the problem is she's running sturdy impact. If she wasn't, then, things might have turned out differently. And of course there's Festival Micaiah. I'm just here trying to derp around with how I want to position my units, and their fort placement is actually not too shabby. Of course, one thing you can do against this team is pick off Sothis from the right side and just leave, have a nice day. At worst, you get attacked by 1 or 2 units, but I just do this because there's not really much for me to do here. Wings of Mercy from Carlo there, allowing them to pick up the kill. And at this point, it's just over. There's nothing I can do because Sothis is too much of a threat. Carlo's too fast, and of course they still have nukes. So, and movement shenanigans with Yoon. The obvious thing that's gonna happen is melee movement. The melee units move in, and then the dance and all the shenanigans. So I had very few options. I spent a lot of time just seeing if I could do anything in particular, but no, there just wasn't anything. But for sure, I think the right side's definitely a lot weaker. Their fortress placement is definitely not too bad either. It works. And in this particular instance, I did make some misplays, but I didn't have very many options. So here we drop our heir to Sothis. Not much we could have done there. If we left Yoon alive, maybe things might have been a little different, but we would have had to probably drop someone else because pretty sure Sothis was going to get danced to go murder someone, so. And this particular Sothis is running a steady stance 4, so not only can we not accelerate any specials on her, of course she still has her distant counter, and air cannot 2-shot, which is a bit unfortunate. I believe if she didn't have steady stance 4, we would have been able to 2-shot thanks to Caden's buffs, but at this point it's just completely over. We're just gonna straight up get timed out. If we had more turns, of course, we could definitely win this, but the Ether Raid's turn limit is there for a reason, so I just go for the kill here because there's nothing we can do. If we go after trying to pick up a kill on Sothis or Carla, then we end up just straight up dropping 2 units, and then it's still over. So there was nothing I could do here. Just a pretty solid defense, but I thought I would commentate over this. I was thinking about just uploading the raw footage, but I was kind of taking super long breaks to think, so I figured I should actually edit it a little bit, but as a result we have much more potato quality video. But yeah, we still did all right. Ended out the season, as you saw in, I believe, actually you might not seen it yet. I forget the order these videos are getting uploaded. But yeah, nothing too special here. It was inevitable because this week I did run into a lot of, or during that season, not this season, it's a new season now, but of the time of me recording this, but that season I just got too many easy matches, so it was about time for me to actually get more difficult teams. And of course, it's a higher tier, so of course, generally speaking, that means better players to a degree. So, but that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.